Hey guys, so welcome back to The Operator. Let's carry on where we left off. We're at FDI headquarters, Washington, D.C. It's 1:45 p.m. Just past lunchtime. Hopefully we had a bite to eat away from our desk. We don't want crumbs falling into the keyboard. Oh god. Here we go. Hal's ready to pick up the debt. Now, about that debt, Evan. Let's just get this over with. Good. Now, I'm going to connect you to another FDI agent. Her name is Catherine Andrews. Just listen to what she has to say. Open your terminal and type the following command. Call 187.222.19.98 -- no secure. Another FDI agent? You're working with another FDI agent, or are you blackmailing her too? Okay, so my terminal. Suspect it's here in applications. Call 187-222-1998. No secure. Is that a good thing to be no secure? Oh. It's not secure. Oh, I should have checked actually.
Hello, Operator Tanner. Hal told me that you'd be calling.
Did he now? Catherine Andrews. Well, there she is. She's alive. That's good. She's an FDI agent. Okay. Unless Hal put in a fake profile. Like I had a choice.
Look, I get it. Hal can be a world-class pain. Okay, I'll try to keep this short. About a month ago, I started working on a missing persons case. A woman reported that her husband had been gone for over 48 hours. Almost right away, the case felt different. Red tape all over the place. An unusual lack of cooperation from my superiors and colleagues. Unanswered calls. Suddenly, the FDI felt like the most incompetent department in the country. After an almost endless game of phone tag, I finally managed to get an appointment with a superior. The plan was to sit down and talk about the case first thing Monday morning. That Sunday night, I'm awoken by a phone call.
The superior's been reassigned.
Has burned to the ground.
Oh.
And the woman, what's left of her anyway, has been found dead in the ashes.
Convenient. Was she a whistleblower for Boeing, perchance? Timing sounds a little strange.
Well, it gets worse. So I started looking into the fire, of course. I couldn't help myself. Plus, I felt like I owed it to Mia. That was the woman's name.
Okay.
Mia Cole. Anyway,
Mia
it wasn't
Cole.
long before my superiors found out and pressured me to stop. They told me the fire had been ruled accidental, the result of faulty wiring in our oven. They told me I was wasting my time and precious FDI resources by looking into it, and said if I continued, I'd end up pushing papers in a basement somewhere.
Yeah, that doesn't sound right.
Operator Tanner, that fire was no accident. I can feel it. Mia was murdered. I just have to prove it. That's where I'm hoping you can help me.
Well, I don't have clearance to view her profile. All I know is that she's dead. Interesting. Okay. Why would Hal help you with this?
I'm sorry, but I can't really go into that. Not now,
Of course,
anyway.
you can't.
You just have to trust me. Go ahead and search them in the human DB. The husband's name is Sasha. Sasha and Mia Cole. Please.
Okay. I'm ahead of you on Mia Cole. Sasha Cole. Oh god. Even worse. This is nothing. Status redacted. Everything's redacted. Not even a picture. I wonder. Where's that list that I've got? Cole McLean. Okay. No surnames. I wonder. Because this is redacted too. Could be. Could be. I don't have the clearance level.
Just another coincidence, right? Look, I don't know why, but someone doesn't want us looking into Sasha and Mia Cole. But we have to, Operator Tanner. It's our job. Who's going to do it if we don't? Can you help me find proof
good
Mia's
point.
fire wasn't an accident?
Prove fire was not an accident. Okay. How can we access their case files?
You'll take a look then? Oh, thank you. As far as how to access the case files, that's not really my area of expertise. But you can ask Hal.
Of course I can. How can I access the coal files? Funny. I was just working on this very thing. So, it looks like I can't give you direct access to the files, but I found a bug in the chat. You should be able to inject a query that'll get you in. Just type this. That. Okay. Dude. At least I don't have to type it out myself. Not in this chat, Evan. In the chat with Andrews. No offense, but how did you get this job? I mean, hello. This is like verbal. We're talking on the phone, kind of, aren't we? Okay. Oh, there's multiple. Which one is the right one? Okay, this one doesn't have a quotation mark. File, select, star from cases where ID equals 9XQLHC apostrophe. I see the bottom one has an O. It's got to be this one then. Lovely.
Despite being, well, a thorn in the side, you have to admit Hal gets results.
Sure. Sure they do. Summary. Investigation report. The following report was written by Agent Andrews and modified on blank by blank. Case ID 9XQLHC, closed as of 27th February 1992. Death caused by accidental fire stemming from malfunctioning wiring in victim's oven. Agent in charge, Catherine Andrews. Notes, all redacted. Fire started on 25th of February around 2 a.m. and was successfully contained by 3:12 a.m. Owing to the duration of the fire, minimal evidence remained at the scene. A single victim, identified as Mia Cole through dental records, tenant information, and a wedding ring was discovered. The autopsy revealed no anomalies, attributing the cause of her death to the fire. No other signs of physical trauma were found. Okay. No indications of a forced entry or a struggle were evident in the home, aligning with the findings of the victim's autopsy report. The fire response team's report, refer to report blank, concluded that the fire originated from faulty wiring in the oven, a conclusion supported by our investigation. Okay, but I have to prove the fire was not an accident. How do we know that there was no physical trauma, that there was no forced entry, you know? Because that's the summary. Here's the ring. The inscription Sasha and Mia is engraved on the inside. Wedding picture. Convenient. The Sasha's head's been burned off. Ash sample. Oh, chemical analyzer. You have opened a chemical sample. We have automatically given you access to the CSLCA data report application. You can find it with the other applications in the top left menu. Please review the user manual relative to the chemical sample analysis process before proceeding. You can find those documents on your personal drive. Your supervisor will contact you with further instructions. Oh, okay. I'd rather he didn't, because he'll know I'm snooping around in some classified cases. This user manual for the ChemScan LCA chemical analyzer provides guidance on proper use and operation, but does not replace proper training in handling chemicals. Manufacturer and authors of this manual cannot be held liable for injuries, damages, or losses resulting from the use of the instrument or handling of chemicals in a manner not in accordance with this manual or applicable laws and regulations. Okay, oh wow, okay. We got quite a big manual. Welcome to the user manual for the ChemScan LCA chemical analyzer. This manual is designed to provide you with the information you need to safely and effectively use the instrument to perform chemical analyses. Please read this manual carefully before using the ChemScan LCA and follow all instructions to ensure the safe and proper operation of the instrument. Any questions, contact them. Okay, let's start. How to use. Open the sample in the dedicated ChemScan LCA software. That's that there. Input the appropriate settings for your sample using formulas found thereafter. Okay. Okay, so we've got some fields to enter in here. Ion size. The appropriate ion size varies depending on the sample type and state. For a liquid sample, for a solid sample, gaseous sample. It's an ash sample, so it should be solid, right? So around 6.0, the material is organic. The ion size must be set to 3.5 to avoid damaging the sample. Ah, okay, sorry. Here we go. It's solid and it's non-organic. So 6. 6.0. Delta V can be calculated using the following formula for an organic sample, irrelevant, non-organic. Sample weight in gram times 100. So 4,200? Or... yeah. No. 420. Threshold. Threshold value will depend on the delta V and the sample type. For solid samples, threshold should be set to half the delta V. So 210. Sample matrix size. The default value of the matrix size is 5 if you're using an older version. Version 1.03 or lower, set it to 4. 1.04, so should be 5. Is that it? Start. Okay. Here's hoping it works. Forgive my poor math, it is almost 2 in the morning. And, you know, I do math all day at the office, so my brain is not firing on all cylinders right now. Unlike this chem scan, it's working overtime here. Okay, what are we going to find out here? Cool. I did see a graph. Yeah, here we go. How to read the results. ChemScan LCA will give, as a result of the analysis, a frequency response curve and additional sample characteristics such as pH, radioactivity. Those values are going to be used by the data report. Open the data report software and put the CC, VT, pH, and frequencies in order. To calculate the exact composition of the sample. Response frequencies must be entered from the highest to lowest intensity spike. It must be between 1 and 5 spikes that are higher than the threshold, represented by the red area. Use the mouse. Okay. Okay. Cool. Where do I input this? It says I need to open the data report. This one here. Okay. So CCVT is, man, I got too many windows. 901 pH 6.5 frequencies. Is that this stuff here? 9.27, 9.29. That's the highest one. It can be within 0.15, so I don't need to worry too much, I don't think. Next up is 2.44. And then we got 1.57. And finally 10.61. Is that everything? There's only 4. Okay, let's calculate. Cellulose, wood, gasoline, other non-identifiable residues. I think we can prove it's not an accident. We're not jumping the gun this time again, are we? Gasoline. Okay. There were traces of gasoline in the fire.
I knew it. Faulty wiring might...
That was cool.
You know what? This was no accident.
Faulty wiring.
Someone started this fire and killed Mia. But why?
Why is Hal helping you?
I can't talk about that, operator. Not now. When the time is right.
You shouldn't.
Hal
We're not on a
know.
secure line
I'm
anyway.
Sure. But what we're doing here, it's important. You see that, right?
Do I?
It matters to me.
How so?
I grew to know her. Mia, I mean. With our line of work, you try not to get emotionally involved. That's what they teach you at the academy anyway. Almost from the start.
Oh.
And usually I can turn the switch off. I learned...
Well, I think I've turned my own switch off.
But with Mia, I just never could. She wanted to be a singer, she told me. That
Okay. I like how we just like, oh, okay, yeah. Start talking about how much she means to you. I wonder. We've got a lot of cases here where things are fishy. Things aren't lining up. To be honest, I thought we were going to just do random cases as they crop up, but no, this seems to be a linear-esque story. Oh, she was
Someone killed Operator Timber. Someone killed Mia and her baby.
a mother.
Are you still there?
Oh, she was pregnant, sorry. Yeah, I'm still here, Andrews. I don't know what happened.
Anyway, thanks, Operator. Because of you, I finally have proof. Knowing Hal, well, as much as someone can know Hal, I have a feeling this won't be the last time you and me work together.
Lovely. So what are you going to do with this now that you know it wasn't an accident? I mean, it looks like you've been roadblocked at every possible juncture. But, yeah, good luck, Agent Andrews. Okay. Is my debt fulfilled? So, you found evidence proving the fire wasn't an accident. Well done, Evan. Maybe there's hope for you yet. The way the FDI has handled the Cole case, it's strange, don't you think? I just want to do my job, Hal, that's it. To be perfectly honest, I don't want to get executed or fired. But solving cases is doing your job. So is making sure victims get the justice they deserve. Look, I know you probably still don't trust me. I'm on the FDI's most wanted list. I hacked into your computer. I get it. But tell me something. Why would I bother going to the trouble of working with a low-level FDI employee? Sorry, sad face. If I didn't have a good reason. I don't know, because going after someone at a higher pay grade's, like, too obvious? Like, who's going to be paying attention to little old me with my lack of security clearance? To make my life a living hell. As enjoyable as it may be. No, Evan. That's not why I'm doing it. It's just a bonus. Maybe you're thinking about turning me in to get that reward. But it's too late. You're in too deep. Exactly. Oh, shit. Director Trench is calling me. Be careful.
Operator Tanner.
Oh, God. Unauthorized access. Sure, Mike. What's this about?
I see that you've been looking into the database entries for Mia and Sasha Cole.
God, you
wanna
don't
tell
miss a
me
beat,
why?
do you? You wanted to catch up on the case.
I see. In the future, I want you to avoid anything related to Sasha and Mia Cole. It's a closed case. A total waste of your time.
Yeah, I
If by
imagine.
chance something else pops up concerning the Coles, and this is very important, you come to me right away. Understood?
What's the big deal about them?
Oh, there's no deal, Evan. It's just highly confidential.
The way you deliver that line.
And
No big
way
deal.
above your pay grade.
Ah.
I'm sure you understand.
I understand it, Director Trench.
I'll talk to you later.
I know that was probably difficult lying to your friend. But you did the right thing, Evan. I mean, if I told him that I was working with you, I'm gonskis. Out the door in the next 5 minutes. As a reward, I'll tell you something about myself. Something that only 2 other people know. The reason I have so much access to the FDI, I used to work there. I say, you were in the FDI? I can't tell you more, for the moment. But, yes, I was. As improbable as that seems. What do I do now, Hal? For now, nothing. I'll be in touch later, Evan. Okay. Thanks. Great. Now I'm in bed with Hal. I'm so screwed. I just wanted to do my job. I just wanted to solve cases. FDI headquarters, Washington, D.C., 4:55 p.m. Almost quitting time. Seems like a pretty relaxed afternoon. Oh, Barry Walker.
So who the hell am I talking
Graveyard.
to this time?
This is still Operator Tanner.
The same operator Tanner from before?
Yes, Agent Walker.
Good. You haven't been fired. I was afraid
Yet.
I'd have to explain this goddamn case all over again. I went back to where Connie said she took the photo in the desert.
Mm-hmm.
You remember, right? Where she said this, flying saucer supposedly landed.
Right.
I didn't find a flying saucer or any aliens breathing their last wheezy breaths or anything like that.
I'm not surprised.
But I did find something else.
A graveyard? The desert heat.
I found that too, Tanner. But no, that's not what I meant. I found stones. A bunch
Stones?
of stones lying there on the surface of the sand. I'm
Okay.
no geologist, but they look funny to me. Like they'd been moved. Put there for a reason, you know? So,
Okay.
I call it in. Because I'm sure as hell not gonna dig myself, Tanner. Not in this suit. A team arrives an hour later, and they start digging. Sure enough, under one of the stones, they find a body. Advanced state of decomp. They dig under another stone. Lo and behold, this time they find an entire skeleton. Turns out, we're standing on some sort of desert graveyard.
How many corpses are out there?
Hard to say, but I counted more than 100 stones.
Oh,
If they're
shit.
all grave markers, well, I'll let you do the math.
They found a body and a skeleton?
Yeah, messed up, right? And judging by the size of the skeleton, it belonged to someone young, Tanner. Real young. Look, I won't beat around the bush. The medical examiner has finished a preliminary report on the skeleton, and they found what they believe is a photo of the victim in the sand, buried there by the bones. Never seen that before. Any chance you can take a look at all this and get me an ID, Tanner?
Absolutely. Yeah. Consider it done, Agent.
Let me send you the files.
Oh, I'm curious now. What do we got going on
Taking
here?
a while. Hard to access the satellite out here in Roswell. I mean, Dryfield.
Dryfield, Nevada.
Okay. Looks
Graveyard.
like it went through. About goddamn time.
Body 1, autopsy report 1.
The skeleton appears to be female, estimated at 9 years of age.
God damn.
Starting the examination now.
He wasn't
Initial
wrong.
observations show well-preserved and intact bones. No visible signs of trauma or damage. The subject is missing her left incisor. The rest of the dentition looks good. No decay or disease is present.
Okay.
Moving on. Here's something interesting. One of the metacarpal bones on her left hand, the metacarpal 3, has a slight curvature. You don't see that a lot.
Man, you gotta be so knowledgeable to be a
To
coroner.
summarize,
Like, just
the subject
anything
appears to
that's
have been
off.
female.
Slightly off.
Approximately 9 years of age, with a missing left incisor tooth
They pick up
and
on it instantly.
a slight curvature in the metacarpal 3 in her left hand. Based
Right.
on the level of decomposition, the body appears to have been buried for approximately 6 to 8 months.
Jesus.
Further testing and analysis is needed to determine the cause of death.
So we refer to any, like, missing persons reports or something? Find any 9-year-olds missing? Photo front. Who's this? Henry Jenkins. What the fuck? We don't have access? Of course we don't. Missing face here because of course. Photo back. Welcome to the facility, Gabby. You are in good hands now. Sincerely, Dr. Jenkins. Identify the body. Okay. I have a feeling we need to refer back to this list again. This list keeps coming up. Gabby. Gabby Bruce. And Gabby Mills. Gabby Bruce. 9 years old. No pictures available for minors. Missing. Metacarpal bone. M3. Abnormal growth. I think we found our victim. Jeez. Welcome to the facility, Gabby. You're in good hands now. That can't be Gabby, could it? She looks more than 9. She's got like a lab coat on. Her name is Gabby Bruce.
How did you find this, Tanner?
It's, it's my job. Her name's on a list from another case, like Connie.
Just when you think this case can't get any weirder, that's exactly what it does. But I need concrete proof it's her. Got anything else in your bag of tricks?
Sure do. So all these people crossed out who are missing, like Vic Knight here. Sorry, I was meant to type it here. Missing. Or are they all buried out there? And let's just check the circled names again. Finnegan Koch. Alive. So circled means they're alive. Crossed out means they could be buried out in this graveyard here. Show evidence? Yes, absolutely. Need to go back. So Gabby Bruce. I feel like I need to show the metacarpal bone. Abnormal growth. Gabby also has an unusual bone growth.
I'll be damned. 9 years old, Tanner. Breaks your goddamn heart. What the hell is going on out here? And what's the connection to Connie?
Why someone so young? How many other
Okay, the examiner is just
minors are on here?
processing the second body I was telling you about. The one in the advanced state of decay. Let's see here. Adult male, early 60s. Ah, they got an ID on him.
Oh,
Quentin
convenient.
Spence. Want to see if that name is on your magical list too?
It sure is. Quentin Spence. I was one step ahead of you as well. Yeah, he's right here.
So there's definitely a link. I see some of the names have been crossed out. Can you figure out what that business means?
How did you see? What does crossed out mean? I just went over that. Missing. Crossed out means the person's missing.
Looks to be about 100 names like that. That number matches the stones. God damn. And if I was a gambler,
Jesus.
I'd say the circled persons are still alive. Like our Connie. There's something else about Spence, Tanner.
What's that?
They found him buried in a lab coat. With some, you're never gonna guess. Floppy disk sewn into one of the pockets.
Floppy
Remember
disk
what I
sewn
said
into one of
about
the
this
pockets.
case getting weirder and weirder?
Oh man, this is so intriguing. Okay. So what, so Henry Jenkins had this list of people. This is a printed list, by the way, not written down.
There you go. Now the second disk, password protected. Open that second floppy disk and give me an address tied to Spence.
Like, did he ever
Something
update this
I
list?
Can look into. I'm getting a little restless with you doing all the work. The operator program. Oh.
Okay, I get it. Jeez. Okay. Open the second floppy disk, give me an address tied to Spence, but the second disk is password protected. Okay, let's go over the
Autopsy
files.
report of a male,
All of them this time, because we missed out on the
late
list when
50s,
we first got
early
it.
60s.
Late 50s,
Initial
early
observations
60s.
show no sign of trauma or blunt force injury, similar to the first remains found.
So how do they
The
die?
decedent appears to be wearing some kind of lab coat.
Lab?
Starting the external examination now.
So
Excellent dentition. The decedent is wearing some kind of badge. Let me put this to the side. Abdomen seems healthy, with no signs of trauma or injuries. The lab coat seems to contain a hidden pocket. There's something inside. It's sewn shut. I'll open this with my scalpel. There. There appear to be 2 floppy disks inside the pocket. Strange.
What the heck?
In my estimate, the body has been buried for approximately 2 to 3 months, based on the level of decomposition.
Okay.
At this point, the cause of death is uncertain. Further testing and analysis is needed, including toxicology reports, before I can provide a conclusive determination.
Interesting. Okay, so only buried for like 3 months compared to Gabby Bruce, who was buried for like 9 months, and yet he's just on this part of the list. He might have worked at this facility. Badge. BM Technologies. Class A. Quentin Spence. Yep, that's him. Missing. Don't have occupation. Okay, let's close that. Floppy disk 1, R&D 1, Dr. Spence. Floppy disk 2, FMP 1138. Is there a password? What does that mean? Do I need to put in FMP or something? Floppy disk 1, study. Upon my arrival at the BioM facility, I was warmly greeted by Dr. Jenkins himself. How fortunate I am to work with such a passionate and talented scientist, even if in a subsidiary role. During our meeting, Dr. Jenkins explained that I would be heading up a trial involving FMP-1138, a key component of his research project. Although he did not disclose much, I have the impression that the project is shrouded in secrecy. It appears to be of great importance. The trials, which are scheduled to commence in a few days, once I am well versed with the subjects and the procedures are in place, Dr. Isles, the facility director, informs me our work has the potential to significantly enhance the well-being of the patients, who have been selected specifically for our research. The entire facility itself has been constructed for this purpose alone. Although I am unaware of the project's source of funding, there appears to be no shortage of resources. I am truly optimistic our research will make a profound difference and push the boundaries of scientific knowledge. Okay. Dr. Isles. Is that on this list here? Nope. FMP 1138. Oh, this is familiar. Is the password down here somewhere? Oh. Oh. Okay. Alright, let's go with this. The AMPA receptor is a crucial component of excitatory synaptic transmission and plasticity in the brain. As a glutamate-gated ion channel, it mediates fast synaptic transmission and contributes to synaptic plasticity by modulating the strength of synaptic connections between neurons. Dysfunction of AMPA receptors has been implicated in various neurological and psychiatric disorders, including Alzheimer's disease, depression, and schizophrenia. It's like they try to pick the biggest words they can find and slap them into one document. Selective AMPA receptor... Oh, representation of the AMP receptor. Sure. Selective AMPA receptor potentiators represent a promising class of compounds for the treatment of these disorders, as they enhance AMPA receptor function and improve synaptic plasticity. They love using that word. FMP-1138 is a novel selective AMPA receptor potentiator that has shown promising results in preclinical studies. It has been demonstrated to enhance AMPA receptor-mediated synaptic transmission and improve synaptic plasticity in vitro and in vivo. They're just repeating themselves, really. In the study, is to explore potential therapeutic effects on neuronal connectivity. Specifically, we aim to investigate whether it could enhance synaptic connectivity. Oh my god, yes. To accomplish this, we used a combination of electrophysiological imaging and behavioral... Okay. I'm just going to skip over this, because it's kind of repeating itself. It's just like padding out things using the same words. I'm more interested in this part here. To unlock the full potential, 66.72 kilohertz min, 105 kilohertz maximum. Okay. Res 1. Biome Technologies, all rights reserved, 1990. Dr. H. Jenkins, Dr. Q. Spence, Dr. A. Isles. Frequency range, subjects 98. The results demonstrate that FMP 1138 significantly increased the frequency and amplitude of EPSCs indicating an enhancement of synaptic transmission. Findings suggest that FMP 1138 has potential to improve. Yeah, okay, that's the same bloody thing. Oh, this one. Oh. Oh! Graph displays results. Okay. Okay, some graphs. There's a big difference there. Before FMP and after. I'll use Indian. Okay. I think what I need to do I need to connect these square brackets together, I think. How do I do this? I can't quite get there. This window's too big. Oh, I can scroll up. There we go. That bloody music, just as I put it together. To unlock the files, use 105 Indian. Neat. Of course, name Isles. Okay. 105 Indian. Shit. That music on cue. God, I've got too many things open. Wait. 105 Indian. Okay, we don't need that anymore, I don't think. Or that. Ah, here. 105 Indian. There we go. We did it. Oh, that was cool. That was cool. My confession. Whew. If you are reading this, it means I am no longer living, and that I have been buried in the dry-field desert like the other subjects. I implore you, whoever you are, to share my story with anyone who can make things right. My name is Quentin Spence. I was head of operations at the Bio-M facility. I am writing this letter because I am about to resign from a job that one cannot simply resign from. As per protocol, I will most likely be sent to the desert burial site with all my belongings. I deserve this punishment. I am sick. So sick of everything that we have done, supposedly in the name of science. If you have found me, then I'm assuming you have found the others too. Every person buried here in the sand is a Project Eve test subject. Eve was led by Dr. Henry Jenkins. I'm not trying to shift the blame onto him. I bear my share of responsibility in this matter. While our intentions were noble, at least in the beginning, I now see that we went too far, and I am ready and willing to face whatever punishment awaits me in the next world. You have found this document, but perhaps the contents of my lab coat pocket remain undiscovered. Perhaps they could not crack the password necessary to open the floppy disk. Maybe they assumed the floppy disk contained only my research papers. Regardless, what truly matters now is you. You have the power to stop this. Bio-M facility, 22 East Border Street, Bedford, Nevada. Please do not be as cowardly as I was, Quentin. My next step? I think I found the next step. Investigate this facility. Spence worked at the Bio-M facility. It's here.
Don't let it go to your operator head, but that was actually somewhat impressive, Tanner. The address you sent, it's not far from here. I'll check it out first thing in the morning.
No, go now, go now.
Think I'll help the team exhume the rest of these bodies.
Oh.
Screw the suit. God help us, Tanner. God help every single one of us.
Take care of yourself, Agent Walker. Huh. Power off. Completed your second day at the FDI. Wow, so much going on. We got so many cases that are... There's a connection now between them. Are they all connected? Or are we going to have like two subplots? Interesting. So, of course, we got Hal making us investigate another case. While I've got a connection between Henry Jenkins.
You need to do something about it. He's poking around, asking too many questions. He's going to expose us all if you don't rein him in.
Oh.
Yes, his shift is over. Yes. All right. Yeah, fine. We'll talk later. Bye.
Jeez, Skinner. Close the fucking door if you're gonna gossip about me. Jeez. Is he talking about me? Or is he talking about someone else? Is that like a red herring? Or is he actually, like, working against us? Questions. This is an interesting artistic choice where, you know, we go home for the day, kick back, relax, or whatever we're about to do. And it's all just, like, presented in colors and sound. I'm gonna guess we live, like, near a train station or something, and not that we suffer constant earthquakes. Need to relax after sitting all day. I'm gonna sit all evening now. I'm liking the puzzles the game's offered so far. We had the chemical analysis, we had the password, Evan's apartment, 6 a.m. Oh, jeez, that's such a trippy visual. I think Evan Tanner here stared at the shower head too much, and the water blurred our vision permanently. Another day, another dollar. What are we going to find out today? FDI headquarters, Washington, D.C., 7:25 a.m. Another short commute. Let's log in, provided everything's working okay. Looks like it. You'd think my computer would be on, like, first thing in the morning for me to just log in straight away. Oh, sorry. I like just mashing my keyboard and it still comes up Evan Tanner and my correct password. Who was the correct? Yeah, okay. I was gonna say, did I put the wrong password in? What's on the agenda today, Director Trench?
Good morning, Evan.
Hi, Mike. How are you? Now, Director Trench. Good morning.
Look.
Be formal.
About yesterday. This business with the coal files. Sorry if I came down on you a little hard, buddy. It's just that I know you have what it takes to rise in this place, Evan. Become a supervisor. Hell, maybe even replace me one day. But I can't protect you if you start poking around in the wrong places. Okay?
Yeah, Skinner didn't seem too happy. Feeling a little stressed, I take it?
Yeah. Yeah, I guess I am. This job, it can be a real killer. Well,
Oh,
I better
great
get
choice
back.
of words there.
You have a good one. Alright? Again, I can't tell you how happy I am to have you here at the operator program, Evan. That way, I can keep a close eye on you, can't I? Let's grab a beer later this week, alright? Once everything calms down in the madhouse.
Are you even human, Mike Trench? Jeez, you speak like a bloody android that's been programmed to be my friend. I can't tell you how happy I am to have you here. I can keep a close eye on you. Let's grab a beer later this week, once everything calms down in the madhouse. Yeah, a beer sounds really good, Mike. Okay, I guess not nice enough. Oh, Barry Walker. First thing in the morning.
Operator Tanner, that you?
It's still me.
Tanner, did you give that address out to anybody?
Let me guess. It's empty. No, of course
Well,
not.
somebody beat me to the facility.
I told you to go that evening. God, okay. So, obviously, someone's aware of our activities. What happened?
The BioM facility burned down last night. Tanner.
Burned down?
Up in flames. And if you didn't give the address out, someone else did. Looks like we got ourselves a mole. Damn operator.
Oh, shit. Okay, was it faulty wiring? What do we do now? I'm not gonna ask him if he's the mole.
Well, an investigative team came before me and logged the remaining evidence back at the department.
Can we trust
But
them?
I can't access it directly. I'll have to go through the operator program. Heaven on Earth, Tanner.
Why do they insist on
Heaven
this?
on Earth.
Going through the
From what
operator
I can
program.
tell, there should be some security footage there that should shed some light on what happened here. Hopefully, it won't be too hard to prove this was arson.
Okay, pop it through. I'll prove it was arson. No problem. Let me do another chemical analysis. Entrance. Authorized personnel only. Who's this? Oh, it's you. Slender Man. Of course it's you. Is it him? It is, isn't it? Yeah, there we go. No match. I can prove it was arson. This guy's wanted for murder. I feel like it's not going to be that easy, though. Prove it was arson. We got anything else we can use? What's he carrying? Briefcase. Jerry can. Okay, there we go. Prove it was arson. Gasoline. Strikes again. A man entered with gasoline.
Yeah, that's not a box of wine, is it? Can you get an ID on this guy?
I love Agent Walker here. Sorry, no match in the DB.
That would have been too easy, huh? I'd like to get in the facility. Yeah, take a look around. Good Lord willing, the roof won't collapse on me.
Does it?
But
I
need
thought it
a
was
code
burned
for
down.
The door. You see where I'm going with this, Tanner?
How'd the first responders get in?
Yeah, that's fishy, isn't it? So fishy, it goddamn stinks. Unfortunately, I don't have access to the team members. But from what I can tell, the order came from higher up.
And they managed to get in. Maybe we can analyze it while he's inputting a code. There we go. 014485. I'll find the code for you, Agent. Let's not be cheeky. Find the code. Oh. 014485. It is still a bit blurry. I think I'm right. That's definitely a 0, right? Compared to that, which is an 8. I hope so. Let's find out.
Let me see if this works.
Alright. Who is this guy?
All right, I'm in. Damn it! The smoke in here will ruin this suit too. That's 2 suits in 2 days.
Damn.
Tanner.
It's not my fault.
Let me see if I can find something useful. Something that the
Jeez.
investigative team left behind.
Do you want me to buy you a
Sure as hell
suit
won't be easy,
from my operator desk? Why do you say that?
because this
They were
place
thorough?
is just about burnt to a crisp. I don't know what went on here, but if you ask me, it's a pretty elaborate security system for a medical facility.
Was there anyone working there? Let's play the video again. Like, no one really evacuated, did they? He just waltzed in and burned it all down. God, he moves like an alien. Is he a thin man? Oh, geez, he was there for a long time. Oh, wow, okay. Like I didn't sit through all that. 3 minutes. He walked out like 4 minutes later. A little pep in his step. Gasoline's gone. Huh. Something else I can do?
While I look around, maybe you could dig more into our little arsonist friend.
What do you need?
Anything that you can find, Tanner. I look picky to you. An ID. A link to another case. His favorite flavor of ice cream. Just give me something, alright?
Okay, well, that's easy enough. Parking. Killer. He's also a suspect in a shooting.
Charming fellow. Who's the lead on the other investigation?
Agent Alexandra Pendle.
Ouch. Tough draw for the rook. Hold on. Looks like I found something. What the?
What? What'd you find? What is it? Connie? Oh god, I thought she was
See
fucking
what I'm
dead.
saying, Tanner? Looks like the gal, Connie Moore, was a bio-impatient.
Okay, it's better than finding her body there, god. How is that possible? Was she hiding this from us?
I don't know. I mean, I don't think so. Passed her polygraph with flying colors. She told us the truth. Her truth, anyway.
So what do we do now?
Contact Skinner to update Pendle on her parking garage killer. I'm sure she'll be thrilled. I'll keep looking around here. The world's biggest ashtray. Tell me if you find out anything new about our pyro head, Tanner. And I'll contact you if I come across something on my charred end over here.
Alright, be careful, Agent. Skinner. Wait. What? What do you want now, Hal? Don't contact Pendle. What? Why not, Hal? Agent Walker, though really grumpy, is right. There's a mole in the operator program. A hairy, stinking little mole, Evan. Yeah, well, right now it's me. I'm the fucking mole because I'm talking to you. You're the mole, Hal. I'm not the mole, Evan. Sigh. But I have a plan to find out who it is. A plan that will expose our mole and bring out the ghost. A 2-for-1 Hal special. The ghost? Who is that? That's what I'm calling the guy who looks like Slender Man, who doesn't appear in your databases. Good name, don't you think? He murdered Wells and set fire to the BioM facility. I'm pretty sure he killed Mia Cole, too. Can I know the plan, Hal? Well, since you and I are now basically best buds, why not? So Walker told you that a team came and logged evidence from the facility. It's now at the FDI, but some of it's been concealed. I can see that from here, just like the name on Jenkins's list. The evidence room is behind a closed network that unfortunately I can't hack into. So what do we do then? If we can sneak into the evidence room and access its computer, we can make the hidden evidence visible again. And if we share that information, it will catch the attention of our mole and trigger him, or her, to contact the ghost. That's phase 1. What's phase 2? Phase 2 is setting the trap for the ghost with Agents Pendle and Walker. But I'll talk more about that later. How will this trigger the mole? The mole is most likely monitoring all communications between operators and agents in the operator program. Once we reveal and share whatever it is that they have suppressed, it should trigger the mole to contact the ghost to cover this up. I can't get into the evidence room. Not yet, you can't. But just give me a second. What? No, I don't want to go into the evidence room. Okay, I've hacked the accreditation server, giving you access permission. It's go time, Evan. I'm not sure I want to do this. I'm just an innocent employee. I'm sorry, Evan, but we're kind of stuck. The only way that we're going to learn the truth is if you take a risk and do this. What if this doesn't work? Well, then an intruder alarm is activated, and you go to prison for many, many years. But let's try not to think about that. Smiley face. Now chop chop, Evan. The things I do for you. Oh my god, we're gonna do it. We're logging out. Oh jeez. I'm gonna regret this.